Hi, Shelby. It's so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Tell me how things are going.
I know you told me that I need to improve on some things.
Yes, what are those things?
So I need to study more and I need to get more sleep.
Okay. How are you going to accomplish these two goals that you have?
So I'm gonna try studying like a little bit each day rather than just studying like the night before a test or the day of the test and like trying to cram it all in.
So, is it okay if we can explore these issues further?
Yes, of course.
I've noticed that you seem more well rested and that you've slept more. What have you done to try and get more sleep?
So, to get more sleep, I've been trying to go to bed earlier and getting everything done earlier in the day, like my chores and my homework. I've been trying to get done before, like, my bedtime. And I'm trying to lower my hours at work so that, because I'll be working late, so I'm trying to cut my hours at work.
Okay. How did you feel when you initially started to go to sleep earlier?
I felt very well rested and like I could be more focused throughout the day. And like usually I want to take naps throughout the day, but I haven't.
That's good, that you've not tried to take naps during the day, 'cause it's good to try to get everything done at a reasonable hour. So on average, how many hours a night do you think you have been going to sleep?
Like before I started trying to go to sleep earlier, or
Let's start before you changed your habits.
so before I changed my habits, I think I was getting about 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. But now that I've improved it, I'm getting about 8 hours.
Okay, well, 5 hours is not enough sleep. It's very bad for your health. So now you said, how many hours have you been sleeping
about
now?
8.
Okay, that's good. 8 hours. It's really vital to your health that you get sleep. So it's good that you sleep more. How do you feel now since you're more well rested?
I feel like I can get more done throughout the day and I feel more productive.
It's good.
Yes.
Okay, and now for your second topic, is it okay if we can explore that further?
Of course.
Okay, so your second issue was that you want to try and study more. What did you do before that's different now?
So before I wasn't really studying. I would study like 30 minutes before the test and then just like wouldn't do well. And like I'd just like stress me out, but now I'm like studying a little bit each day. It helps me like memorize things better and get to know the content better, and then I do better on the tests.
What are you doing, like, within your studying that, like, helps you get, like, better grades? Like, are you doing, like, Quizlets, no cards? Like, what are you doing?
So I do Quizlets a lot, and I just go through them a couple times a day. I started going to the academic support center and started, like, getting tutoring, so that's helped a lot. And then I go through, like, problems on my own, like, practice problems to help me get to know the content more.
That's good that you noted, because during our previous session, I mentioned you should go to the academic support center, so I'm glad you've done that. And before, when you weren't getting, like, really good grades, like, what were you not doing? Like, were you barely studying, or were you trying to cram everything in? Like, what was your method before?
I think I was just trying to cram everything, and that's just not a good method, because then it just, like, overwhelms my brain, and then, like, stresses me out, and then that causes me to not do well as if I was, like, less stressed and, like, more calm about it. And, like, when you cram, like, you don't really, like, know it. You just, like, you don't really understand it. You just, like, have it in your head.
Okay. Where would you normally study, like, downstairs in the kitchen, at the library, in your room?
I usually study at the library or at like a coffee shop like Starbucks because I feel like at my house I can't focus.
Yeah, that's good. I totally agree. I feel like studying in your room, like especially on your bed, like it's not very productive. Like you get tired, want to just lay down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So on average, how many hours do you study per week?
I'm gonna say like an hour or two a day, so like 5 to 10 hours a week.
Okay, that's good. Do you find that your grades seem like much better now?
Yeah, I feel like at the beginning of the semester I was like not doing as well, and I kind of dug myself in a hole, and now I'm like attempting to get myself out of it, but it's going up, I would say.
Right. Okay. So before, when you weren't studying as much, how many hours did you study before?
I would study literally like the day of, like right before the test. So probably like an hour before the test. So it'd be like week 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not good. Because trying to cram all that in is not good for like your brain, or it's not good. You're not really going to memorize anything. Okay. Was there anything else you really wanted to talk about, or like do you need more like tips on how to like sleep more or like study more?
Yeah, I could use more tips about how to sleep more because I feel like some days I'll go to sleep early, but other days I will find myself accidentally going to sleep late because I'll be on my phone.
Yes. I definitely think that your phone, when you go to bed, should be like not near like your nightstand. It should be like far away, because if you go to bed and just like not go on your phone, like it gives you like, it'll give you like more time to sleep versus like you being on your phone like on TikTok or like on or on like Instagram or something. So I think it's good to like have your phone charging like away from your bed.
Yeah. Or like I always try turning it off when I'm studying too. It's a big problem when I'm studying. So like I always try turning it off or like putting it like far away from me. But then I don't know, I always find myself going back to my phone.
Yes, phones these days are very addictive. So social media. What are your top apps that you go to?
Usually like Twitter or TikTok or Snapchat.
TikTok is up there.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I also feel like, I mean, whatever, like, helps you sleep. I know, like, some people have, like, diffusers in their room. That's, like, a calming, like, thing.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, watching TV, try to get you tired. Stuff like that. Let me think. And for studying, I feel like it's good to, like, read the chapter. Because, like, all of our professors always recommend, like, reading chapters is very, like, important because it helps to retain everything. And then after you read it, like, right after, take notes. Because, like, if you don't, like, take notes right after, then you'll forget the material. And then it'll be hard to, like, try to remember everything. So I think taking notes is very important, too. And, like, how you highlight and underline is very essential.
I do. I did buy colorful pens. So I color code my notes now. And I feel like that helps.
That's good. Good.
Yeah. And they're less messy. I try to organize them. I'll take notes and then I'll organize them later and, like, rewrite them.
That's good. Okay. So just to reflect back on everything, I just want to make sure you're getting enough sleep and studying enough, because those are your two most important things that those are two things that you think that you need to work on, because they're very important in your life, and how you get, like, schoolwork done. Like, sleeping is always good, because if you don't sleep enough, then it's very hard to be productive throughout the day, because all you want to do is nap. Yeah, and studying always helps with, like, your grades. It's always good to have good grades throughout your life. Yeah, so is there anything else that you needed?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Until our next session, thank you for being here.
Have a nice day.
You too.